Sylvester. Now, my guest for the show today, everybody, is a brother by the name of Sylvester Ware, who I came across maybe 2 or 3 years ago. This brother has a great platform called Black Father Nation, where not only has he started a clothing brand out of it, but like I was saying before he came on, he's figured out a way to like ingratiate himself into his community to help out the community. His brother's picking up trash. He's doing everything you can do. Like I be telling y'all all the time, start where you at. We all can help out our communities. I'm on my black shit because we need help and we need resources, but ultimately we need to be helping everybody, right? We need to just be, if we want to make the world a better place and don't like what we see from these presidents, don't like what we see from police brutality, all these things we don't like, get off your ass and do something. And my brother is the epitome of somebody who said, nah, I'm gonna do something. You know what I mean? So he's helping out the community. He's selling clothes now. He puts together, he had something I seen where they were showing black men how to do their girls' hair. I mean, come on now, y'all. These are things that are highly needed in our community. I want to welcome to the show my brother Sylvester Ware. How you doing today, man?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing great, brother.
Appreciate you for having me.
Definitely.
Yeah, we've been following each other for about 2-3 years, and it's been motivation back and forth, and I still can't wait till I can come to Cali and meet you, and we even help out with one of your events too. So
that would be dope. Yeah, we could speak that into existence. You know what I mean? I'm just proud to see that you are continuing to go. You know what I mean? Because I know how difficult it can be doing some shit that sometimes you don't get money for it. Sometimes the people around you may not be as supportive because they don't see it as a job or something that they can benefit from. You know what I mean? So I wanted to get into your story because when we spoke last time, I asked you a lot of questions about your childhood and all this stuff. But now that we can actually speak to each other, I wanted to get everybody like an understanding of who you are. And to me, once I figured out who you were and what you've been through, it was easy for me to understand why you started your platform. You know what I mean? So I want people to kind of get an idea of that. So tell everybody just a quick synopsis of like your childhood, brother. So you're from Minnesota, right?
Minnesota, of course. Both parents is from down south, but as far as they met in Minnesota, of course, and got together, and pretty much I can't really say a relationship. Pretty much just had kids, of course, and then kept going. I'm like on my mom's side, I'm the middle child. On my dad's side, I'm the middle two also. But I don't recall them being together. Like family.
Yeah. Okay. So that was one of the questions I was going to ask you as far as your relationship with like both parents.
You know what I mean? I was, of course, with mom until I was about 12, 13, and then I decided I need to go move with dad. I need to go see, you know what I mean? So single mom until 12, 13, and then I moved with dad, high school, middle school, high school years, and of course trying to still build that bond, a couple of my cousins got killed, in jail still right now, 20 years for killing somebody else. Like, you gotta damn near not be the victim, not be a victim of, what's going on around you. You know what I mean? Like my cousin was in the streets like none, and he got gunned down on some shit that, he wasn't supposed to be in at all. You know what I mean? And my dad always say, don't be around. I mean, that's your family, but don't be around certain family because you might be the victim, and that's a whole nother story. But
I feel that, man. Yeah.
So I can say like my daughter's 9 right now, and I've been there since, I cut the cord, you know what I'm saying? I've been there since before, talking to her in the stomach, and I just feel like us as men have to mend that relationship with our kids, no matter the relationship with the parents or the mothers, because that doesn't matter, You talked about it before, that trauma falls down, boop, 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 and then it's up to us to help our kids mend that trauma. If we don't help them mend it, most likely they won't be able to get over it,
Real talk.
They won't be able to get over what happened in the 80s. Still, I was born in 87, so of course I'm a, mid 80s
Mm-hmm.
baby, 90s. So I'm sure my mom and my dad ran Minneapolis. Of course my dad's popular. My grandma had 16 kids actually, and 12 boys.
Mm.
So, you know, and we just lost my first uncle to COVID this year,
Oh shit.
which, you know, how we feel about that.
Yeah.
That's like, tearing us apart,
Yeah.
but I just I try to inspire because like fathers think that, oh, I get with my kids when they 15 or when they 16 or when they, you know, you can't, because now he wants to go out and be somebody who he's seen. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't see you. You wasn't there taking him to school and tying the shoe and at practice. So
Mm-hmm.
he's not bothered with you. He want to go see, or he want to be inspired by a rapper or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
my thing was, it was hard for me to get like a job and resources in my own community, and I'm like, how is it hard for me to get this stuff if y'all want us to do better?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Being kids, like being kids life was just like, okay, need a job, nowhere. Okay, need housing, here, nothing. And there's still a problem with housing here
Mm-hmm.
with fathers. I got fathers that hit me up that's homeless,
Mm.
and, that breaks me because they got kids and they're homeless.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I was just homeless myself. I didn't have, the kid at the time, but it's almost like, where's all this money going to?
Mm.
And now all this stimulus and this 900 billion, they got so much money put up for these different spots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, we gotta start getting in and, getting what we need for our community, and keep building. Like, I know one of your other questions was like, what's more future that I have for Black Father Nation?
Uh-huh.
Like, I think the big goal that I'm pushing for is like a center,
Yeah.
like, rec center, like, if I go deeper with you, like a food shelf, like a shelter type thing where, if I got a father that's having problems, like, oh, me and my baby mom got into it, she called the police, you know where that's gonna lead to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When the police get called, and if you look up in St.